Welcome to Billy Go, where DIY and professional service meet perfectly. Let's talk about flushing your water heater. Specifically, how do you flush one? How often should you flush one? And should you even be thinking about flushing your water heater at all? The good news is the how is way easier than you think. So I'm gonna show you the full process in just 2 seconds, so stick with me. First, how often should I flush my water heater? Most pros are gonna tell you to flush it at least once a year. Some people go as far as to say flush it every quarter or so, but once a year is a good general practice to keep it running efficiently, and it will extend the lifespan of the unit. The big question, should you flush yours at all? That all depends. If your water heater is 8 to 10 years old and has never been flushed, I honestly wouldn't even try it, I don't think anybody would try it. Because once that sediment has been sitting at the bottom for too long, breaking it loose can cause more problems and can gunk things up and just can cause way more problems, cost more money. So 8 to 10 years old, I wouldn't even fool with it. If your tank is 2 years or older and has never been flushed, be cautious, just proceed with caution, okay? If it's 3 to 7 years old with no history of flushing, you might really want to talk to a professional plumber like the team at Billy Go before you attempt that. Okay, if you're ready, if you think your water heater can take it, let's flush. Here we go. First rule of water heater flush club. We do not talk about the rules of water heater flush club. Second rule, turn off your power. If you've got an electric water heater, go to your breaker panel, shut it off completely. If it's gas, turn off your gas valve first. We do not want any power whatsoever going to the water heater while we are working on it. Next, turn off the water supply. In my case, I don't have a dedicated shut-off valve for the water heater, so I'm gonna shut off the main water supply for my whole home. Wherever your shut-off is, use it. We don't want water flowing into the tank while we're trying to drain it. That would be defeating the purpose. Now, hook up a garden hose to the drain valve at the bottom of the water heater and snug it on there. Not gorilla tight, just snug enough to seal. Now, some of these twist valves have a twist open like mine, like a regular spigot. They're gonna turn right and turn left, and some have a brass valve with a flat screw, and you can open that with a screwdriver. Different styles, but the same idea, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Next, run the other end of your hose where the water's gonna be draining out somewhere where it can drain safely. Outside, a tub, a floor drain. I laid a white t-shirt over a chair with holes in it outside so I could actually see the sediment coming out. Once you're set up, slowly open the drain valve. Slowly, I say slowly, because if there's a lot of sediment, you don't want it blasting out and stirring everything up too fast. So we're gonna ease it open, then let it open all the way eventually. You may need to open up the TNP valve, the temperature and pressure relief valve on the top, to let some air into the tank. So think of it like a straw, thumb over the top, nothing drains, let air in, everything flows. Opening a couple of hot water faucets inside the house does kind of the same thing. It's gonna relieve pressure and it's gonna help the tank drain faster. And that's pretty much it. Let the tank drain completely. Sit out and watch the water drain and the leaves fall. Once the tank is empty, close any faucets you opened earlier, keep the hose attached, and now we're gonna do a quick mini flush. Make sure the hose is still attached, okay? Turn your main water supply back on slowly, just for a couple seconds, then turn it off. Turn it back on for a couple of seconds and then turn it back off. Do that once, twice, maybe 3 times. And the goal is to push out any last bits of sediment at the bottom. So basically we're just rinsing things out one more time. Once that's done, turn the water back off again, close the drain valve on the water heater. Make more than certain that your drain valve is closed off. Unhook the hose and then turn your main water supply back on for good. Do not forget, turn your power back on at the breaker or turn your gas valve back on, or otherwise you're gonna go to the sink later on that night. It's just gonna be cold water. Also, I learned this the hard way. Make sure all your faucets are fully closed so your water pressure can rebuild back up throughout your home. If it's left open, you're just gonna hear air coming out for a long time and sputtering. So close everything off, let the system build up pressure smoothly. Now, if anything looks off, if something doesn't drain right, or if you're unsure at any point, it's completely okay to call a pro. No harm, no foul. And if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you find yourself needing a plumber or air conditioning help, give us a call. Don't hesitate. We're happy to come help. No dispatch fees, no salespeople. We're locally family-owned, transparent pricing, and we keep it simple, fast, fair, fixed. BillyGo.com. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing. Come on back now. You hear?